All right, this is a quick how to use a hundreds chart with adding, and then I will do a separate one with this subtraction. The first thing is that this hundreds chart starts with a 1 and then it goes to 100. Some hundreds charts do not do that. They go to a 99. So when we start doing this, we use low numbers to begin. So here is a number, and it doesn't really matter whether you start with a 9 or the 12, but I always like to have them start with the 12. So you would have them start at the 12 on the hundreds chart, and then there are no tens in here. So then we would go over 9 ones. So we would go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Notice here that there's not another one right here. So we have to remember to go to this one right here. Sometimes I have them put their finger on the 20 and then put their other finger on the 21. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it would end up at 21. So the answer would be 21. Okay, I'm going to stop this for a second. So what happens if we had started with the 9? So here is your 9. And again, you would go 12 this time, but this time we would go down 110. So it would go 1, and then we would go the ones. 1, again, put your finger on the 20, and then put your other finger on the 1, 2. So it would be the same. So when we do the hundreds charts, the ones place goes to the right, and the tens place goes down. And that is the hardest thing to remember, because when you do subtraction, it's the opposite. So let's do a couple more practices. Just a second. Notice at the top I added the help for the how to go for the adding and subtraction, what way to go for adding. So we're going to do an easy one this time, another easy one. So the problem will be 23 plus 17. Okay, so we will start at the 23 since that's the biggest number. So when we look at the top, the ones, we do the tens first. So we do tens down 1. So 1 is a 33. Then we go over 7 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And so we end up at 40. Notice here that I did not count the 33 when I went over to the right for the ones, because sometimes the students will do that. So here is some extra practice to see if you can do this on your own now. So here are two problems. I want you to pause the video and see if you can solve one at a time, and then come back and see if your answer is correct. So pause it for the first one and then come back. I'm going to wait and wait and wait and wait. Okay, so you're back. So the first thing I would do is, if you wanted to start at the 42, which is the biggest number, here's the 42. So then we would do the tens, which would be 2 down, 1, 2. Then you would do the ones, and you would go over 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So here's the answer. Now say if you wanted to start with the 24 instead. So here's the 24. You would go down 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. See, we're on the same line now. And then over 2, 1, 2. So we still have the same answer. So now pause it and see if you can do the next one. All right, so for the next one, we can start at the 31 first. So 31 is here. And then we go down 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we go over 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the answer is 77. So if we started at the 46, here's 46, and then we would go down 3, 1, 2, 3, and then we would go over 1. So again, we're at the same number. So hopefully that is a quick how do you do it with the adding.